Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. So this is Manit Gera from Hello Bavaria, and today's video is going to be on a short discussion about the theory exam of German driving license. So let's get started, and before starting I will request you all to subscribe our channel and share with your family and friends if you found our information informative and helpful for you. So let's get started. So the theory exam for German driving license, it's an quite important step for you if you want to make a German driving license and want to drive a car on the German roads. So for this, let's discuss about the exam pattern first. So the exam pattern is like it's an online exam at a TÜV center, and it's the duration of the exam is for the 45 minutes, and you have to give this exam either it will be on a computer or PC, or it will be on a tablet, depends on the your examination TÜV center for what type of system they have. During my exam it was on a tablet. So the exam pattern is like there are 30 questions, like you can see here from a mock exam user interface. There are the 30 question, 20 questions are from your general traffic rules, and the 10 question are specifically for the class of your driving license. For example, for your car the class will be the class B, so it will going to be specifically from the Class B driving license, and the 20 are from the general traffic rules from the roads. Type of the questions will going to be the MCQs type questions, and some questions are like you have to type a number. For example, the question is like asking for some speed limit, then there you have to write what is the speed limit in numbers, or the similar thing that it can be asked about the distance, what distance, then in such questions you have to write. They are the very few questions, like numbered question at max 2 or 3 in an exam, and there are overall only 35 numbered questions. So there is no external sources allowed for the during the exam to cross check or take help from. You have to do all your own. So let's understand the exam a bit deeply. So So when we start, the examination will going to have 30 questions, and these 30 questions are from an question bank which consists of somewhere around 1300 questions. So out of 1300 questions there will be 30 questions in your exam. So you have to prepare, you have to learn and study these 1300 questions properly, so that it will be easy for you to clear the exam in the first attempt. So these 30 questions are like divided in the two parts, as I previously told you, 20 and 10. 10 are specifically dependent on your class, and 20 are the general traffic rules. So to practice you have to take the help from some portal or some applications, as I use the Click and Learn 360 online platform. And in this video, when you see the screenshot from the user interface are from this one, and it's quite good and useful, and I found it very useful, and it helped me to clear the exam in the first attempt because of its interactive user interface and the learning strategy or the learning material they provide. So here is a hack that to clear the exam you have to gain 100 or more points out of 110 points. So the questions are of 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, and 5 points. Yes. So you can only do the questions incorrect which sums together of the 10 points, because if you have the points less than 100, then you will not going to clear the exam. You have to give exam again. So to be on a safe side, you have to practice that you always correct 28 questions out of 30, because you don't know what is the point of the question which you will going to do wrong. So if those both are of 5 and 5, then there are the chance of only 2 questions. So always prepare for the worst situation so that it will be easy for you in the final go. So I will suggest, while you are practicing and giving the mock exam, always target for the 28 questions correct or more, so that in exam you will not going to face any problem. From my experience, I got the marks of 106 out of 110 points, and I did the 2 questions wrong of 2 points. So I received the 106, and this is the main anatomy of your exam, which you can consider while learning, and you can make a strategy according to that. Then now let's take the different type of questions you will going to see in the exam. So this is a typical examination interface. The exam will going to be look like similar to this. So here you have some sort of picture. In the top there is a question, and here you have to select the meaning of this. The question can be one or more than one correct. For example, if you see here, what does this traffic sign indicate? So what does this traffic sign indicate? So it is a sign of this. This also means that there is a prohibition on cycles and mopeds. So that is quite self-understandable, and you have to, to take your answers accordingly. So it can be single correct or the multiple correct. So you have to prepare according to that so deeply. Then there will be a questions like this, where in the picture you will going to see a traffic situation, that what type of traffic situation is this, and in question it will be like, what must you aware of? So to be aware of, you have to check all this. These are the rear view mirror, this is your this, and this is your also one of the rear view mirror, side mirrors and rear view. Here you have to check that yes, there is a car going to come out from here, or there are the, when you see deeply in this image, there is a children on the back side. So you have to take care of this, and then have to select the correct answer. Then the numbered questions look like this, where there will be a question which will going to ask you, and you have to fill your answer at this position using this thing. Then there are the questions based on the videos. So here you have this video, you will going to click on this and you will watch the situation, that what is the traffic situation, and then you have to answer the question. After watching the video, the question will go into the display and you have to answer that question. You can only play the video 5 times, but before going to the question, once you headed toward the question based on this video, then you cannot come back to this video. So watch this video 2 or 3 times, as many times as you want, properly, and notice all the things what happening in your surrounding, and then move to the question. So the syllabus out of which these all questions came from is, these are the 14 unit you can see here. From these 14 units, the total approximate 1300 questions prepared by the TUF. So here you can see that how many questions from which chapters are prepared, and questions used to update in every 6 month or 1 year. But yeah, most of are like this, and these softwares, these apps, these training portals used to update themselves according to that. So it is always somewhere, the total number of question in the question bank is always somewhere around 1300. So you have to prepare according to that, and as much as possible you have to do practice. The only key is practice, practice and practice. So the 360 interface look like this. Here you can practice according to the flashcard. Here you can also learn by the themes. Theme is like these all are the 14 themes, or you can say topics, and you can do each topic independently and then solve the question according to the topics. Then you can revise your learning by using the flashcards, and then you can give the sample test as well. Here this platform also provide you a ebook in the PDF form in English, from where you can read all these chapters, and which is also helpful, very helpful. While and I will always suggest you to read chapter first from this PDF, and then solve the question from this learn by themes. After completing all those 14 chapters by reading, then themes, reading, then themes, and then revise your syllabus using this flashcard section. This flashcard section will going to clear your clear your doubts, clear your questions a lot more time. Approximately when you solve this flashcard and reach all the question here in the green mark, it will going to revise each and every question at least 4 to 5 times. So it is quite helpful, as you will going to memorize all the questions while solving this. So I found this portal quite interesting, and you can use it if you find it also. It cost me around 60 to 70 euros, I guess. I remember because I used this a year ago, so I didn't remember exactly, but yeah, it is somewhere around 70 euros. But it is quite worth, and it helps to learn me properly. So when we come to the tips and tricks, then I will suggest you to first is practice as much as possible. Do the practice and do the mock test with time limit, as per the examination time limit, because in exam you will going to have some anxiety, some stress. So it will be better if you do this. In my case, I was able to complete my exam in 20 minutes, so it was quite helpful. I reached this limit by doing the mock test at home. A lot of mock test, I guess I have did approx 20 mock test at home before giving the final exam, and it was worth doing. So do as much as mock test possible, do the practice, read the chapters if possible. If you have enough time, then read the chapter, otherwise do questions directly as per the themes or as per you find suitable. But complete these 1300 questions at least 2 to 3 times, so that it will get memorized in your mind, and it will going to help if while giving the exam. And if you are planning to give exam on a particular date, then take 2 weeks of intensive training for these questions, for these 1300 questions, via the mock test or via the practice session. That because it can be quite confusing if you did these questions quite long ago and then give the exam directly, so it can be a bit confusing. But yes, the paper is not a rocket science. You can clear it easily in a first attempt. You just need a quite 2 month of 2 weeks of preparation, and it's all good to go and clear the exam. So that's all from my side. If you have any doubt or any question, you can always write me via email or Instagram, and we can discuss on it. So I wish you all the best in your journey for the German driving license. And this is Manit Gera from Hello House Bavaria signing off. See you in next video.